All right, Mike, episode 1 of Meatballs in Dreams. Here we go.
Oh, I
How you
love it.
doing?
I'm doing
How you
well. How
doing?
are you?
I'm good. I don't know how you're doing after Boston.com kind of snubbed Bandera's Deli. 232 sub shops, Mike. 232, and they didn't mention you guys.
That's crazy.
What's going
I
on
mean,
with that?
it's kind of crazy that they had the vote, I guess, but
It wasn't a vote. Let's be honest. It wasn't a vote.
Definitely
Everything's
wasn't a
fixed
vote.
on that website, first of all, but I won't get me started.
I mean, I saw the top. I honestly didn't really dive into it, but I saw the top 5, all legitimate spots. Love it.
Agreed.
Agreed. Monica's up top. Got to support, my buddy over there. But it's been a roller coaster of emotions on that one. I haven't really had a ton of time to digest it, but yeah, it was pretty upsetting at first, and then you know what? I kind of don't really take too much stock into it. If it was a meatball competition, I don't know. I think we'd probably be in that.
You got.
We got a hell of an Italian, but
let's put the meatball subs aside. You guys have, I'm not gonna say sneaky Italian, but you're Italian.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm back at Bandera's this summer, honestly, the Italian, just because it's summertime, cold cut, I might go Italian is my top one there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's legit. You guys do it nice and thin.
Yep.
Might be my go-to at Bandera's.
I tend to gravitate towards the Fantastic, but
no, I love the Fantastic. That's my picture. I mean, of the chicken cutlet, right? Oh,
that's insane.
But yeah, I got to.
It was a pretty interesting little vote.
That's what I want. You guys got to retaliate or something. Post maybe a little story, or you don't want to go there. You don't want to start with them.
Oh, I would absolutely love it. I don't take. It's all pay to play over there at Boston.com, so I don't know how much we could probably have some fun with them though.
They do tournaments too. I feel like their tournaments have to be, and I honestly have no idea, but that's what pisses me off about online on the website voting is you can just vote over and over again, and I feel like everything's an advertisement with them. We'll only let the people play that pay us or want to advertise. I don't know. That's my thoughts, but I could be dead wrong. Yeah,
absolutely.
So what's going on in the North End right now? I feel like, you were at a couple places this week. Tell me about the scene, the patios, what's going on?
Oh, it's the battle for the patio. The outdoor seating battle has begun down there.
Yeah.
It's honestly one big competition down there right now to see who can get the most creative. It's not about who has the biggest spot. It's not about who has the most tables. Right now, they're getting super creative with plants and heating devices and lights.
It's gonna be palm trees up by in 2 weeks or something like that, and sand and beaches and everything. I mean,
yeah, they're getting nuts down there, and they're all kind of competing with each other, which I think is actually pretty fun. And they're getting serious with them. Last year, I think it was obviously, they were just trying to put everything together so they could be as efficient and safe as possible. But right now it's kind of turned into a little bit of a fun battle that they're all having down there. Who can have the best patio? And I think it's going to be the best summer down there.
So
the outdoor patios.
Saturday night, it was 70 degrees, or was it Friday night? Was it packed everywhere?
Friday was bananas down there, just in general. There were people all over the place for lunch, dinner. It was nuts. Everybody, it gets a little cooler at night, so people tend to go inside. But there was still people out there, even on Tuesday. It was freezing at night. There was still people out there sitting. They were just you know what? It's open. Let's go.
But there's still nowhere for these people to go after the restaurant, right? Bars aren't open or anything. There's still nowhere to go.
There's still some places that you can go until maybe 1. Not so much down there, but there's still some bars open, but you're not going to a friggin' nightclub. But
so we had a new opening on Hanover, Nando. I think it's Nando.
Yeah.
Looks good. The food looks good on their IG. I don't know if people just say that because it's a new place, but I think it legitimately looks good. Have you been there? Or have you seen, has it been busy? What's going on?
I walked by there. I think the guy was the chef at Strega, maybe.
Okay.
So I walked by there. The build-out looked insane. They definitely got caught up in the virus shuffle and probably delayed their opening,
Yeah.
probably a year. But it looked unbelievable. The actual restaurant looked insane. The food, from what I've seen, I think they have like a soft opening. The food
Yeah.
looks awesome. Another one that reopened down there, Nico. Food looks unreal. They're doing,
Nico did it over, right? So they did it over. It looks good on face.
Yeah, they did it all over, and they're doing that cheese wheel with the cacio de pepe.
Wow, that's such
insane.
a market. Nothing against them.
I mean, all the girls see that and they all order it. And,
they break the
see it
cameras
being wheeled
out
and the fire.
Oh,
They're all gonna go. It's a niche thing. I mean, it's kind of cool. I think it's the only place that does it in Boston, but it's a niche thing to get people's attention. But
I mean, I'm not one to talk. I'd probably break
$40
going out. That's IG material. That's pipeline right there.
My girlfriend's sitting right there. She would be. She's already gonna order that. I guarantee it.
Well, make sure I get the video. I want rights to that video. I need material. I need.
You got that.
Stuff,
That's
so.
coming soon. That's coming soon.
All right.
Hopefully next weekend we'll get over that.
So my buddy I work with, he called me the other day, and he lives in the North End. He's been there for like 7 years, and he was like, "Hey, his number one place is the Daily Catch. If people, come to town, and he's like, hey, where should we go? Where should we go? You live in the North End. He's like, I need other places to send people besides the Daily Catch because you can only fit like 5 people there. Places
you can't go there with 3 people. It's a 2-man deal, 2-person deal.
People from out of town. You top 3 spots in the North End. Where do you think you'd send them?
Oh my God. I mean, other than Daily Catch. That place is so sneaky good. It's wild.
Is it sneaky though? It's in the heart of Hanover. I mean,
you're dead.
I think it's sneaky.
You're in the 50-yard line of friggin' Hanover Street, and people breeze by there because it's kind of, you got a little bit of a there's some stores. There's like retail there. They got the sunglass store, and there's another.
Plastic is in that store right next to them. I know.
Yeah,
I love that store.
I think people breeze by there, but it's one of the best spots. It's like, you get a seafood Fra Diavolo. It's like, blow your mind.
Unreal. Black pasta. Oh, it's unbelievable.
But I mean, my top down there, I mean, Monica's,
big win for them in the tournament.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Monica's is unreal. I really like Ben Cotto. That's been my go-to lunch spot. Great, dinner spot too, but went there for
what do you go-to dishes there? Because you've been on fire there lately. What's the go-to there?
Oh my God!
I haven't been there.
I mean, their pizza's unreal. They got this built-in pizza oven. It's out of control. Do like a fig and prosciutto pizza. I mean, the appetizer. You get an eggplant rollatini there. The food's just unreal, and it comes out instantly. If anyone goes there, you're gonna see the owner. His name is Fabio.
Fabio, yeah.
He's the nicest guy, character. They got a pretty cool spot there. Really, really good spot. I like I like going to Brico. Get the espresso martini.
Espresso martini, lights out.
That's always a good spot to take people. Those are kind of go-to good.
So as I've been doing the tournament for the Italian restaurant tournament, and I'm going through the North End spots, I didn't realize how many of them, the pizza of some of these places, like Antico Forno is going tonight.
Insane.
Their pizza looks really good. I had no idea they did pizza.
The food there is nuts. It's so good. That place that's another one. Unbelievable
off
spot.
the path. I'm disappointed Pretzel lost. I love Pretzel. That's a great
spot.
Yeah,
I was pretty shocked by that. Filippo, great spot, great people.
You got to take the name out. I mean, the name out of the restaurant changes everything,
Yeah,
so it's making it.
I think what you did was one of the smartest ideas as far as starting the tournament. I really like it. It's just a great unbiased way to vote. And I mean, some of the pictures are better than others. Just quality-wise, pure quality-wise of the pictures.
Yelp. You don't mean to do it. It's not my fault.
I know. These people, they take these pictures. Some of them are good, though. But it's a good way to, quick vote.
Yeah.
And you're going based off food. And
I'm trying to match up, if there's a Fruta di Mare, I'm trying to match it up with their Fruta. It's a lot of work, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot.
So
but
I'm
no,
doing like
I love it.
You should see the St. Louis matchup going on right now. Like every restaurant down there in St. Louis, it's like spaghetti and meatballs. It looks horrendous.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what's going on down there, but
I don't know what is either. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know.
It looks
The other
bad.
states are looking rough compared to us.
It makes me realize how maybe we're just so used to it up here, you know. But Philly looks really good. Arthur Ave balance looks good. Mulberry Street, but Philly looks really good. And actually, what's sneaky is San Diego. Actually, I've been to Italy there maybe once, but
yeah,
it
they got
really
a pretty good. I mean, I've never been there, but from
Yeah.
what I've been told, they got a pretty good little Italy section down there. But I mean, like you said, it's been an eye-opening experience to see like how good our restaurants really are. We're like spoiled rotten here. We really are. I mean, you get, and even when you go like other places, like we still have like Boston influence in a lot of different. You go down to Florida, you go down to South Florida, and this Boston
love
guys.
that guy. Yeah.
Unbelievable. We have to get Steve Materano.
We got to get him on video.
Shout out to Steve Cafe Materano in Fort Lauderdale. That was I went to West Palm Beach for a couple of days. That was my one regret. I didn't go down to Fort Lauderdale for the night and go to his spot. It looks unbelievable. He's DJing. He DJs behind
does he really?
He has a DJ booth set up behind the kitchen. It's insane. And he's spinning records the whole night.
So he DJs or he cooks? He does both?
He does both.
So have you ever been to have you been to SDK in Las Vegas? Like there's
I've been to SDK and
so is it like that? Not like Las Vegas,
Miami.
But is it kind of like that, like type?
It's kind of like that scene where it's like you have basically a live DJ while you're eating, and it's pretty cool. It looks I've never been, but from the videos I've seen, people are like going nuts. It looks pretty cool in that, and he's a character. Seems like a wicked nice guy. We've kind of been messaging each other back and forth about your tournament.
Is he like, what's going on with this thing, or who is this kid?
I don't think he's quite grasped the concept of it yet. But he's like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, all right, we got to get you involved in this thing. He's like, yeah. Like, all right.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's
really hard to explain to people. I feel like each round, I don't know, you picked up on it after a little bit, like a couple of rounds in, you kind of pick it up, and I feel like the pizza tournament picked up steam, Final Four, Elite Eight.
Oh, the pizza was awesome. Pizza was unreal. I mean, as soon as you get involved, the whole thing changes. The whole dynamic of it changes. I just feel like it doesn't take a lot to really get involved. I mean, we started off just posting, one or two saying vote, and people, we started with 300.
You guys beat Monica's round one.
Yeah, round one. Monica's. Yeah. And I was like, Frankie, let's go, come on, and everything was going on. There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
But for us, it was a great. And I mean, there was multiple factors of why that tournament was so good and so enjoyable for so many people. And, obviously the pandemic going on, we kind of landed in a spot where we were all looking for something. And I think that gave us a lot of motivation at the deli, to really try with the social media and getting our fans involved. And it really gave us a lot of push. And it really did something for the business. It really did. And everyone got behind it, but it took, it doesn't take a lot to really start, just kind of pumping everybody up. And then obviously as it builds, you start getting more creative. It's the creativity.
It's stressful, right? It gets stressful though. The finals, like that's a long 24 hours.
Oh, it was insane. I lost sleep thinking about the outcome. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to wake up. I'm checking the thing, waking up at 6 a.m, checking the thing, seeing if we lost steam overnight. It was out of control.
I remember the finals. You took it easy the night of the finals. You guys you took it easy because it was like a firework display. You had the finale all set up in the harbor.
Yeah, we had the flyover. Well, when I say flyover, my parents would have absolutely killed me if they knew what I was planning. They had no clue. My parents had no idea I booked the flyover. I didn't tell my sister or anybody because they all would have thought I was nuts and told me not to do it. But I called the guy. I made the plan. I called the guy kind of as a joke just to see if it was even possible.
Yeah, I remember you be like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do this. I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy got back to me, and it was like it worked out. Times, dates, everything worked. And we did it on the second day because we're like, all right, well, one way or the other, if we're behind, this will help, amplify whatever we're, obviously we're trying to win. So I'm like, all right, worst case scenario, this is gonna be a riot. We'll be talking about this thing forever, and it'll be funny. They did spell they spelled
I know. Banderas or something like.
Yeah, they spelled the store wrong. One of my buddies was standing there saying, "Can we buy a vowel?" And then somebody was like, "Oh, well, you couldn't afford the A at the end of Banderas." I'm like, "Oh my god!" But my parents would have lost their mind if they knew I was doing it. Did it anyway, and it was a riot. We were getting. I think Paulie sent me a text. It was like an hour after the thing flew over. Paulie
He sent me one. He was like, "That was good. That was good."
He goes. One of my buddies was in Truro. He just saw the thing, you bastard, or something. It was so
Paulie's
funny.
a good guy. That was a hell of a match.
Great guy. It was so much fun. I mean, between Pache and Paulie, I mean, those were the funnest two matches. They were unbelievable. And we had a lot of fun together too. Like I was chirping Joe, Pache
awesome.
Jr., and Paulie too. Like it was fun. It was so much fun, and it got everybody.
Don't forget
going.
your boy Steve too. Steve had a tough match. I think he ran into Paulie's before.
Yeah,
Sammy Carlos.
Sammy Carlos, Steve over there, unbelievable spot. Talk about a great guy.
Do you feel like I feel like that's what one good thing about the tournaments, which I can't really control, is like people like seeing the actual people that run these restaurants, and it like gives you kind of like a behind the scenes. Like the pizza thing, they did it really good with like Rail Trail got their staff involved and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, it just gets it more. Sounds corny, but like it does get it more personal for like their customers and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know.
I think Stevie over at Sammy Carlos, he was like the first one to really like get in front of the camera and be like, "Hey guys,
I remember the pep talk.
I didn't really take that route, but we did a lot of like grassroots type stuff with voting, putting signs up and getting people involved. But he was the first one that really like got in front and was like, "Guys, I need your help. You guys have rode with us through this thing. We need your help now." And people got.
I remember the video. He was like, "It's a good program they have over there. It's a good IG program they have over there at Paulie's, but we got to get going." He was like running or something. I remember the video. It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was all fueled up.
But, I still got your jerseys, by the way. I got to give you your jerseys. I got 3 of them.
I can't wait to see the jerseys. I can't wait. Honestly, I'm so excited. We're gonna hang them up at the store. We already got it planned out. We gotta put them up. We gotta find a spot for them, but we're gonna hang them up in the store.
You just hang one up. I got you 3 of them, so you can hang one.
You got 3 of them.
I mean, do whatever you want.
I got a buddy that wants. I got one of my buddies. He's got 5 kids. He wants to buy 5 jerseys for his kid. I'm like, I think
the Junior Banderas team. The Junior Banderas Club,
Dead serious. I want to I was like, wow, we're gonna have to sponsor a hockey team. We're sponsoring a rugby team this year, Cape Cod Rugby. It's gonna be a riot.
And you guys, you got opening day is what, May 29th or something?
May 26th, I want to say.
You guys ready to go, or
Yeah, that's opening night, opening day, I should say. So the parents will be back from sunny Florida, and then the real work begins. But
when does it get real? When does it get real busy in the Cape? Is it after I don't know? Is it July 4th starting there, or is it earlier than that?
So in years past, we would be extremely busy on Memorial Day weekend, and then it would be total crickets from then until July 4th, and then from July 4th it's just mayhem. But it's not going to be like that this year, and it wasn't like that last year. Once we open those doors, it's going to be busy the whole summer.
You guys are defending champs now. You're going to play in front of a packed house every night. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure,
And the Cape, honestly, the Cape is the Cape's a lot different than it was. There's people down there year round now. The the restaurants are open year round. You got Pelham House going bananas still all year round doing stuff, events. They had Lenny Clark there the other day doing comedy. And then you got the Cleat and Anchor. They stayed open almost for the full year. They took a couple weeks off, but that was it. But there was never really like open year-round options down there, so there wasn't a lot of people that would stay down. Me personally, I've been going down almost every other weekend, almost all year for the whole year. But yeah, so now there's stuff to do down there. Plus, people are working from home, so they're like, wait, I'll go down, work from the Cape. The market down there for houses is crazy. But yeah, people are down there now, so I think that it's going to be a packed house every day, which would be
you're gonna get the Yelp reviews and everything. You're gonna get all that stuff. So they're gonna rate your Italian subs. They're gonna rate the meatball subs. What would Kenny do if somebody rated the meatball sub like a 5.2 or something? Like, I know he doesn't read that stuff. He blocks the noise out. But what do you think his reaction would be? You gotta tape it.
I mean, I probably can't say it on air, but he would be pretty bullshit. But yeah, Kenny B, he's an inside the four walls type of guy. He doesn't worry too much about what
doesn't talk to the media.
Doing. He doesn't worry about he's worried about what he's doing and what the staff's doing and putting out a good product. And when people always have something to complain about. That's the unfortunate part about owning a restaurant or a deli or a small business. You got these people that, the only time that they go on there is to complain. Not a lot of people go on there to say, hey, this place was awesome. I really appreciated the staff, the work. They did a great job. The sandwich was great. You don't get a lot of people that compliment you. You only get people that trash you, and that's what that Yelp's kind of tough with that. Luckily,
can you delete them as like the Yelp restaurant owner? Can you delete anything, or can you only respond to it?
I don't think you can delete them, but you can definitely respond to people. And if you squash something, usually they're going to take it down. But knock on wood, we haven't had any issues.
Yeah.
But it's always a concern. It's impossible to be perfect. But
I mean, I'm wearing the Santop sweatshirt right now, and I love reading Santopio's reviews. And the thing is, like, Santopio's to me is number one, and
that's pretty close to perfect.
Yeah, and people they get so many reviews, and people are like, oh, it's burns, it's this and that. It's like, well, first of all, you still went there, and it's like, oh, I went there multiple times. It's like you keep going back, so I don't know. I go out of my mind if I own a restaurant just reading reviews.
Yeah, it's tough to control. I mean, it's definitely not something that is easy to deal with. You can't make everyone happy. It's a hard thing to do, especially when you're busy. But yeah, you just try to do the best you can, and then when problems arise like that, you just gotta respond quick. Be like, hey, sorry about that. Anything we can do to make it up for you. But again, luckily we haven't had that problem. But yeah, Kenny wouldn't be too thrilled. I guarantee you that. It's a pretty small store. We kind of know everyone there.
I mean, I remember the day I was there, you guys were really busy. You got lines and everything, so it's awesome. I mean,
it gets nuts in there, and we're lucky. We got great neighbors. There's some great bars and restaurants that are really pulling a great crowd in. Dennisport right now is like it's a spot to be. You get down in this one area. You park your car and you're done for the weekend. You can walk around. You got Clancy's, Chapin's, I should say, Chapin's Fish and Chips, Cleat and Anchor. You got
love the beer list.
Southside Cantina. Shout out those guys. Between the Cleat and Anchor.
What's the beach? What's the beach? Everybody's right there. Is it C Street?
C Street, yeah. So C Street Beach. That's right where the Pelham House is. And C Street Beach is right there. It's unbelievable. Great spot.
Can you just light a bonfire? Because I'm going to be there July 4th, whatever. Can you light a fire?
We got a bonfire going.
All right, we got to do it. We got to get it going. We got to do something big on Instagram and
Absolutely.
I don't know. We'll do a tournament on the beach or something like that.
It's funny. You see them like the next day on the beach. I think they are pretty strict down there. But I'm
I want to
sure that
live that Instagram picture of like the Jeep Wrangler on the beach with no top, with a bonfire going, catch a striped bass and put it over the fire or something like that. I don't
oh,
know.
this is
I
the
gotta
first
relive
year
that.
we haven't had a Banderas Jeep. We got rid of the Jeep,
Oh,
unfortunately.
jeez,
We had the Jeep with the Banderas Market wheel cover. It was unbelievable. We still have the cover,
unbelievable.
but we got to get the Jeep back. We unfortunately lost the Jeep, but
I think I
uh,
saw a Banderas sticker the other day at like a Dunkin' Donuts drive-through or
oh, yeah.
something.
Morrissey Boulevard in Dorchester. God, this shit. It was unbelievable. That was
uh,
awesome.
Molinari's got the loss. Oh no, I don't know if they won, but that place looks good. That place looks really good.
Molinari's is one of my favorite places,
Looks
period.
legit. Yeah.
It's unbelievable, right in Adams Village, Dorchester. They came along, I think 5 or 6 years ago. They just opened. Or they opened 5, 6 years ago. Unbelievable lights out food. I don't know what they're doing for outside seating, but unreal. One of my favorite restaurants there.
So
Period.
people are asking, like, when is Banderas going to be in another tournament? I mean, I don't know if I can put you guys through that. Like, Santapio's is like, we're done. We're never doing this again. They meant it in a nice way because, like, after the pizza tournament, they were like, this is too stressful.
It was a
We
lot.
can't.
The pizza tournament was a lot. That thing was just big. That thing was,
So,
just a huge,
but like, it's good
huge
for if
contest.
we ever got into it with like a New York place. I mean, that could get really big. But again, like, people don't understand. It's actually a lot of work.
It's a
Especially.
ton of work. It's a
Yeah.
ton of work.
I don't know.
It's just a lot to. It's more you're devoting yourself to
You're
to
glued
it
to your
because
phone.
you
Yeah.
talk. I mean, I can't tell you the amount of conversations that I would have with people. They were like blue in the face with it. I'm like, you guys, this thing is awesome. You got to see what Matt's doing. And it wasn't even really like, hey, you got to, just pay attention to this because of us. I was legitimately like, I enjoyed the whole thing when there was other matches going on. And I mean, I was following you from the first,
Yeah, the
um,
Reno's Santops, I think it was, or
oh
Regina's
yeah. And me
Santops,
and
or
my
one of
buddy
those.
from East Boston,
Matt,
Mike Kearney. Yeah.
yeah,
Mike
Matt,
Kearney.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mike, yeah,
He
yeah.
big East Boston guy. So that's what really piqued my attention. Everyone was looking for something to really engage with, and we had a lot of fun with that one. I would send him stuff, and he had Ramos, he had Santapios, and it was fun. And it's places that we've all been, so it's relatable. And it's something you can support because they were small businesses
You
and they were going through shit. You know what I mean?
do you think I
And
went
it wasn't.
overboard with the entire U.S. right now for Little Italy's? I wanted to just go big. I mean, I just
No,
wanted
I
to see
love
what
it.
else is out there. I
No,
don't
I
care if
think
it
it's
takes me
awesome.
5 months. I got nothing else to do on Instagram. What do I care, right? I
No,
mean,
I love it. I think that it's awesome. I mean, if anything, it just teaches somebody like me who doesn't travel a ton. But if I ever go to any
yeah,
one of these places, I'm going to be going to one of those spots. Like when I go to Fort Lauderdale, I'm going to Martirano's, and I knew who it was, but you're exposed to it in a different way when you see the food and you see what they're doing and you see their Instagram and you start following them. Again, like you put this all together to give these restaurants exposure and
yeah.
lead people to the Instagrams, and it's absolutely done that. I mean, we started as a small, it's still we have a small page, but small presence, I guess you could say, but it's grown substantially in the last year,
I
and we really weren't using it as a tool, and we've really since the tournament we're doing a lot more even off season.
I feel like because like it's all regional brackets now, like Arthur Ave, and Hanover Street, and I
Yeah,
only tagged them the next day, so I feel like they're afraid to, or they just don't want to. Whatever, I get that they don't want to. That's fine.
yeah,
Or they're just afraid to do it because like it's legitimately this person beat this restaurant beat that restaurant. So
yeah.
like what, like would you, if that was regional in the Cape, like Dennisport restaurants, would you hesitate to do that? And I get that,
Yeah,
like repost it, yeah, and that's fine. Like
absolutely.
I had to make a decision. Like I feel like this tournament's more for like the viewer instead of.
Definitely.
I
This
still
is
think it helps
definitely viewer.
restaurants. Yeah, it's more for the viewer, but it is what it
But
is.
I
So
think that I mean, are you going to stick with the pictures the whole time, or are you gonna
I
jump?
think so. I don't know. Maybe like
Yeah.
because people will get when it gets down to like the Elite Eight, they'll know who the restaurants are.
You're gonna
So
know.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna call it right now. The restaurants in the Elite Eight won't repost. It depends who it is. Maybe.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, the pizza one had, a GoFundMe, so that was a little different. If I can figure something out where there's skin in it for the restaurants, then I will.
Yeah.
I have some ideas, but we'll see what happens. So I don't know.
It's awesome.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna get good. I mean, I love it. I love it. We'll keep the exposure. We'll keep the pictures rolling in for the North End.
Yeah, I need
stuff.
what? Any places on tap this week? What are you thinking? Or you don't know yet?
Well, I definitely want to go to Nico. That's definitely. I mean, Nando, Nico. Definitely want to go over there. Those are the two top ones on my list right now that I absolutely want to check out. Got to go down to Monica's support, and those are the three.
Right.
That's what I got. That's what I got on the docket for this week. I don't know if it's going to happen all in 1 week.
How's the sub at La Salamaria? Is that place good?
Out of control.
Is it
so good?
That you like that?
You get an Italian there. It's at Monica's.
I'm posting Monica's tomorrow. I think this stuff's too good.
Were you asking about Sula Maria?
Yeah. Would you?
I actually I only go in there. I'll buy like olive oil and stuff in there, and I'll hit the deli, but I haven't ordered subs there. But they look unreal. I've seen their Instagram posts, and people do say that they got a good sub. I just tend to I'm like a 2-trick pony down there when it comes to lunch. I go to Humberto's and Monica's. That's it. So
are you the guy that I feel like you're the guy that walks down Hanover and you know somebody within like 10 seconds. Like
it's it gets a little nuts. I was showing one of my buddies an apartment, and it was like out of control. We had
hey Mike.
We had to do like 10 stop and chats, which is great. I love it. But no, it's a lot of fun. I love it down there. It's the best. And everyone down there is just great people. So
last question and last topic is outside of the North End, and you might have to think about it because we didn't talk about this. Favorite spot for like pasta outside of the North End in Boston?
Well, gotta go back to Molinari's. Absolutely.
That's Dorchester. That's Dorchester. I mean, I get it.
Outside of the city?
No. Let's stay in legitimately Boston. Dorchester Shores, Boston. But
where
are we gonna argue on that one? Do you think is Dorchester Boston or is Dorchester Georgia?
Absolutely.
That's like saying Monument and Charlestown is Charlestown and Charlestown's not Boston.
I guess if you're going like outside, I mean, but then honestly, it's tough. It's tough to say because you got places in the Back Bay. Back Bay is a great spot. I never go out in Beacon Hill ever.
Have you been to this Mida
was unbelievable. I got a bucatini there that was like.
Heard they're cooking good there.
Roll right on Mass Ave.
Isn't there a bucatini shortage, or is that a joke? Did I fall for that?
There is.
Come on, there can't be a bucatini shortage.
It's a running joke between me and a couple people. One of the guys, Tony Susie, he makes homemade pasta just like you do, but this guy's like he's like selling. He's selling. Yeah. No, you are too, but he's like selling it. He's a chef, Tony Susie. But yeah, we joke around because it's just hard to find. Every once in a while, you won't see it on the shelf for like.
It's eggs and flour. How is it? There's no shortage of eggs and flour. I don't understand. I never actually noticed because I don't really.
They put out an article not too long ago that said that there was a
somebody sent it to me.
It was a legitimate article that said that there was a bucatini shortage in the U.S. I don't know if it was like the world, but I mean it's all.
Did it come out on April Fool's Day? I mean I don't get that one. I don't get it.
But no, we always joke around about it. So when I find it, I like stockpile. It's a lot of fun. I get the pastine guys going. Those guys are like
you guys are big on pastine now.
I'm telling you right now, I've seen that yellow can since I was born. My mother
Kitchen
uses
ready.
pastine. No, we use the full, full tomatoes.
Oh, you go full tomato? Yeah, I like the kitchen ready. I like them.
Italian peeled, San Marzano's. They got it all. Pastine, dead serious. I don't think my mother's ever used anything other than pastine.
Yeah.
That can's been in my part of my life. So
Yeah, 100%. Same here. I think
awesome.
they have them like outside of Sant'Apio's, like the empty pastine cans.
Yeah.
On
We're gonna
the
have some
brick.
fun with those guys this summer. We're
Yeah.
hopefully gonna
Good.
do a couple giveaways, we're gonna team up a couple times. They're awesome. Great people. So
All right. Well, that's episode 1 of Meatballs and Dreams.
good stuff. I love it.
We got to get a logo, so get the logo going.
Yeah, we're gonna get the logo going. It's gonna be a nice